1 second from half court.
Jumping for joy.
First ever.
A 2-on-1. Oh!
Did he bring it in? He did.
It is.
We welcome you in the Frank A. Mullins Athletic Complex here in South Charleston, West Virginia at Little Creek Park. We are on Field B and getting you set for the start of the 2026 West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament here on the NFHS Network. Great to have all of you with us. Wahama, the runner-up a season ago, 22-11, going up against East Hardy at 10-11. A historic tournament, if you will, because this is the first year in which the tournament will go for not 1 but 2 weeks, single A and double A this week, and then next week it will be triple A and quad A, and that is due to the fact that there are now 8 teams in each of the fields. It remains double elimination, so a 3-day affair this week and a 3-day affair next week. You see the ladies from East Hardy getting set to do battle with the White Falcons of Wahama out of Mason County. Wahama, the number 1 seed, 22-11. East Hardy is the 8th seed at 10-11. East Hardy guided by Noah Orndorff, and Wes Riffle is the head coach for Wahama. They are meeting at home plate. We are just about set for action. We'll return with the opening pitch in just a moment here on the NFHS Network.
Leadership has taught me resilience. Many people might go on to not play collegiately, but they can take a lot of skills that they learn and use it in their professional life, in their future careers.
High school sports are worth protecting because it gives students an outlet to grow, to become a leader, to become what they want to be.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick. Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Field turf was built on innovation, dating back to our invention of long-piled infield turf, which revolutionized the industry. Today, we offer a series of game-changing fibers, high-performance infills, sport-specific applications, and smart field technology. Field turf. Let's change the game together.
When it comes to finding your next vehicle,
it's officially go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
10 trusted brands,
plus a huge lineup of pre-owned.
Brought to you by the folks who've served this region for years.
We go big for our home team.
And don't forget Thornhill's Value Plus warranty. Real coverage that keeps you going.
So if you're ready to go, it's go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
All right, ready to go here with action in this first Class Single A game of this tournament. And there's a look at East Hardy's starting a lineup. Palin Rexroad, Jalen Combs, Madison Stroh-Snyder, Isabel Boserman, Gracie Heischman, Taylor McReynolds, Alexis Baker, Charlie Hahn, and Danielle Funkhauser. And they will do battle against pitcher Gracie Banks. And there she is for the White Falcons of Wahama, an outstanding program. Had that great run of 3 in a row last year. Runner-up to Pendleton County, a team that is back in the tournament once again as well. Later today, Wheeling Central Catholic and Pendleton County will go at it. That will be our next game. Later in the day, it will be Ritchie County and Man and Sherman and Greenbrier West. Again, all of the single-A action will be here on Field B this week at the Rock. And there are the numbers on Gracie Banks. Be her 18th appearance of the season. 3.21 ERA. He's given up a couple of home runs. Opponents batting .264 against Banks. So Banks is a young lady that comes in here again with a 3.21 ERA. Got to by Wes Riffle. Riffle been with this program now in his 4th season. He was a part of that last state championship when they won 3 in a row. Had the great Mikey Living as their starting pitcher, now pitching at Ohio University. Riffle, a graduate of Southern Local in Racine, Ohio, just across the river from Mason, where Wahama is located. Wahama, a consolidation of Mason, New Haven, Leetart. And Coach Riffle, if he gets a couple of wins here in this state tournament, he's going to go over the century mark for his career. And Palin Rexroad will step in to get it going here for East Hardy. She is a junior hitting .314 and has driven in 11 runs this season. And she will hammer the first offering from Banks foul, and this one is underway. So we get this one going at 9:02 here. Again, and just keeping our fingers crossed with the weather. It's 73 degrees already. Our umpires, Derek Smith behind home plate. Derek Griffin is at first base. Amy Grail is at second. And Robert Kerr is at third. The great Rick Smith leading all the umpires here at the Rock, as they call it. And that is going to be strike 3. And just like that, a strikeout has been recorded here by Banks, the pitcher. That will bring up Jalen Combs, the shortstop. So Rexroad, the second baseman, strikes out. And now stepping in, you see the numbers on Combs there. Combs is a junior. And Banks ready to go here. A beautiful pitch. So 1-1 the count here. Just 5 pitches so far for Banks. Cruising along here, and now it's a 1-2 count to Jalen Combs. Noah Orndorff is the head coach for East Hardy. Glad to have this program in the state tournament. Again, you go from swing and a miss, strikeout number 2. You go from 4 teams to 8 teams, and it remains double elimination. Thus, it's going to take a couple of weeks to get the action in. And Maddie Stroh-Snyder steps in now. She is the second baseman for East Hardy. Ready to go. Banks delivers. Set that defense for you for Wahama. Gracie Banks in the circle. Abby Flowers is the catcher. Rayleigh Zirkle at first. Marley Carr at second. Eve Smith at third. Fiona Van Meter is at shortstop. Brooklyn Smith is the left fielder. Audrey Reynolds is the center fielder. And Izzy Nance is the right fielder. Count now. 1 ball and a 1 strike here. Wahama looking for a quick inning here. Again, last time they were here playing in that final game. Lost to Pendleton County for the state championship. Schneider fouls it off. Swing and a miss. Got a piece of it right into the mitt of Flowers, and that will do it. 3 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 goes East Hardy. Wahama gets its first crack here on offense. We return here to the Rock in South Charleston in just a moment here on the NFHS Network.
I can't do my job without a whole army of people. When we do a surgery on someone and we're done with that part of it, then the physical therapy part is critical. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals is the only freestanding orthopedic hospital in the state of West Virginia.
When you're the epicenter of asking what if, then the future of power, precision, control, and feel is labored over, dreamt about, tested on, crafted. From the lab to an athlete's hand, body, head, and heart. Because the greatest sports innovations may have been born in Chicago, but they're made for the world. And without a doubt, they're made for what's next.
Well, 3 strikeouts for Wahama's Gracie Banks. 1, 2, 3 goes East Hardy in the top of the first inning. So now Wahama goes to work here at the plate. Audrey Reynolds, the center fielder, will lead it off. Fiona Van Meter is the shortstop, will bat second. Eve Smith, the third baseman, bats third. Rayleigh Zirkle at first will bat in the cleanup spot. Gracie Banks, the pitcher, hits fifth. Marley Carr in the number 6 hole, and she is the second baseman. Abby Flowers is the catcher, will bat seventh. Mary Brinker will be the designated player and will bat there in the number 8 spot. And Izzy Nance, the right fielder, will bat ninth. Brooklyn Smith is the flex who plays left field. So Audrey Reynolds begins things for Wahama. Madison Stroh-Snyder is the pitcher for East Hardy. Get a good look at Stroh-Snyder there for the Cougars. And so far this season, so good. 9-0 on the season. Team's hitting .274 against the right-hander, and she comes with the pitch. And we're in there for strike one to Reynolds. Audrey Reynolds hitting .541 for Wes Riffle's crew. Swing and a miss, and behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes is Reynolds, who, according to Wes Riffle, is the one that gets us going. Great athlete, great arm there in center field. Well, that one got away and firing down. Good recovery there by the catcher, Gracie Heisman. And we have one out here. So 4 batters, 4 strikeouts here in this game. And that will bring Fiona Van Meter to the plate for the White Falcons. Van Meter, a senior. Her older brother, Sawyer Van Meter, was a great athlete at Wahama. Now playing football at West Liberty. That one sails away, and Van Meter will dig back in here. Count 1-0. Logan and Midland Trail are playing on Field A. That is the first AA game. 1-0 pitch, and another one. A lot of steam to it, but gets away from Heisman 2 balls and no strikes. Van Meter on the season hitting .341. 5 doubles in the campaign, has driven in 26. Count now 3-0. Gracie Banks looks at the armband and ready to go here. Let's see if she can dig down here and not issue the walk. Pitch coming, and there you go, strike 1. So Banks in the circle for Wahama. She was impressive. And starting it out here is Stroh-Snyder. Got a strikeout now after falling behind in the count. Has evened things up here. 3-2 to Van Meter. And a 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Madison Stroh-Snyder and Wahama. Down to its last out here in inning number 1. Eve Smith will step in now for the White Falcons. For Wahama, 22-11 on the campaign. And Smith takes a nice cut at the first offering. Smith is just a freshman, hitting .354, 1 home run, 9 doubles on the season. The 0-1 and make it an 0-2 count to the Wahama third baseman. Stroh-Snyder in the circle, Heisman behind the plate. Bosserman's at first, Palin Rexroad at second. Alexis Baker is the third baseman. Jalen Combs is the shortstop. Swing and a miss, and how about that? 1, 2, 3 innings for both East Hardy and Wahama, and they were all strikeouts. Good pitching in inning number 1. East Hardy comes to bat in the top of the second when we return here on the NFHS Network. Well, we welcome you back here to Field B at the Frank A. Mullins Athletic Complex inside Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia, home once again of the West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament. Game number 1 in Class Single A, East Hardy and Wahama. And Gracie Banks struck out the East Hardy side, 1, 2, 3, and her circle appearance in the first, and then Madison Stroh-Snyder did the same for East Hardy against Wahama. Stepping in, Bella Bosserman for East Hardy. She's the first baseman. Bosserman is a junior, fouls the first offering off. The 0-1 pitch, and here is a dribbler and fielded there by Eve Smith on to the first baseman, Rayleigh Zirkle. So we have on the 7th batter, finally someone puts the bat on the ball in the field after those 6 straight strikeouts, and there's one away here. Bosserman coming in there with a .327 batting average and grounds out the third. Now Gracie Heisman, the senior catcher, will step in, .340 batting average. Heisman on the season with 5 doubles, a swing and a miss. Gracie Banks now has 81 strikeouts on the season. This one hammered foul by Heisman. No balls and 2 strikes. Heisman on base percentage of .444. And this one misses inside. 1-2 the count. Heisman collected 18 hits on the season, drove in 20 runs for an East Hardy team trying to get to 11-11 on the season. Got things going late in the campaign, and they wind up here in South Charleston with this opportunity to win a state championship. Banks comes with the pitch, a swing and a miss, and strikeout number 4 for Gracie Banks.
Center fielder, number 9, Taylor McReynolds.
Gracie Banks, just a sophomore. Stepping in is Taylor McReynolds, the center fielder. See her numbers there, 286 batting average. Has walked 21 times, batting from the left-hand side. 1 ball and 1 strike here to McReynolds. Banks ready to roll. Pitch moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. And Wahama High School has enjoyed state championship success in softball, baseball, football. And this past weekend captured the Class Single A Boys State Championship in track and field. Pitch coming, and that one is fouled off by McReynolds. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, Alexis Baker is on deck for the Cougars. The 2-2, and that one bounces in there. So McReynolds been a solid left fielder this season. Player that's really helped out and helped this team rise to this occasion. And she is a junior. They start 4 juniors, just 1 senior, a sophomore, got 2 seniors, a sophomore, and a couple of freshmen. Stroh-Snyder, one of the seniors, along with Heisman, so that battery has graduated. And, of course, rounding out things, and right here, line drive at the shortstop. Van Meter makes the snag, and that will do another 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second. New score, Wahama and East Hardy here at the state tournament in South Charleston.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard. where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
Well, after 3 strikeouts, East Hardy did put the bat on the ball, a grounder to third, and a line drive to short, but another 1-2-3 inning. Wahama, they dealt with 3 consecutive strikeouts in the bottom of the first, and so now steps in Rayleigh Zirkle, the first baseman. Zirkle hitting .413 on the season, just a freshman, playing first base today. No balls and 2 strikes to Zirkle. Zirkle, the number 2 pitcher for this Wahama team. First team all Little Kanawha Conference. Has really stepped up this season. 17 doubles on the campaign and stays alive. Fouled that one off, and they throw down, and well, did she get a piece of it or not? Well, apparently not. And the ball gets away from Heisman, and so, well, it is a strikeout. And we kind of thought maybe she got a piece of that, but they say no. So we have our first base runner of the ball game. And then there was a throwing error there that allows her to be safe. Ball gets away. Batter can take off on that 3rd strike, and that's what Zirkle did on that swing, and apparently just a true swing and a miss. And now here's one drilled into center field, and coming on and making the nice play will be Taylor McReynolds off the bat of Wahama pitcher Gracie Banks. Nice play there by McReynolds in center field for East Hardy. And now stepping in will be second baseman Marley Carr. Carr hitting .347 on the season. And there goes Zirkle to second, and Zirkle going to make her way over to third. So give her the stolen base, and then she moves on to third. On the bad throw, and Marley Carr steps to the plate now. Ready to go to work here. 1-0 pitch, and a swing and a miss by Carr. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wahama with a base runner at third. Count now at 3-1 as Heisman retrieves that pitch. You have Zirkle, who struck out but got to first on an error and then stole a base, and another error, and that has her at third. And an opportunity here for Wahama. 1 away. Gracie Banks flew out to center field. This one hammered foul, and we are even at 3 balls and 2 strikes here. Marley Carr wearing 31. She is the junior. Stroh-Snyder comes with the payoff pitch, and that's ball 4. So 2 on for Wahama. Abby Flowers, the catcher, will step in.
Catcher number 2, Abby Flowers.
Played shortstop last season, and here comes Zirkle across the plate and will score. And on to third will go Carr. Wahama on the board. So Zirkle, they have ruled that a wild pitch, not an error, when she struck out and on the wild pitch, and she got to first. She would have been there regardless. It wasn't the greatest of throws, but nevertheless, Wahama has a run in, and Abby Flowers at the plate. Want to know the count? Has stepped up and been a leader this season at the plate. So a little chat in the circle with Maddie Strohsnyder, and East Hardy back to work here. 1-0 lead for Wahama, the 2025 Class Single A runner-up. And coming back to South Charleston and looking to finish business this time around. 2-0 the count. Strohsnyder struck out the first four she faced. Unfortunately, Zirkle was able to get on base due to the wild pitch and has since scored. Flowers fouls that one off again. Two fields side by side here. We're on field B. Field A is where AA action is taking place, and that action also here on the NFHS network. And Westfall calling the game between the Logan Wildcats and the Midland Trail Patriots. Logan, the number 1 seed, Midland Trail, the number 8 seed. This one into right field, and unable to come on and make the play is Charlie Hahn, and winding up at second will be Flowers, and in the process, she brings home a run. Wahama leads it 2-0. So the designated player, Mary Brinker, now steps in. Brinker, the number 8 hitter for Wahama. And Brinker is a senior in this Wahama lineup. 0-1 the count. Izzy Nance is on deck. Brinker lays down the bunt. Strohsnyder fields and fires on. Nice play by the East Hardy pitcher for the second out. Runner advances. Over to third. That is Flowers. So 2 are gone now. 2 runs are in for Wahama. And Nance, Strohsnyder throws on to first base, but hold everything here. They have an illegal pitch call here. So it was signaled by home plate umpire Derek Smith. The bunt was laid down by Nance, fielded, but Nance slaps that one and firing, and now we have our third and final out. Wahama coming up with a couple of runs in the bottom of inning number 2. It's a 2-0 lead for the young ladies from Mason County against the Cougars of East Hardy. And we return for inning number 3 in a moment here on the NFHS Network.
My favorite thing about playing high school sports is definitely the community it builds.
It's taught me Leadership has taught me resilience. Many people might go on to not play collegiately, but they can take a lot of skills that they learn and use it in their professional life, in their future careers.
High school sports are worth protecting because it gives students an outlet to grow, to become a leader, to become what they want to be.
Snooze button? Nope, not today. You've got things to do. You've got people you need to wake up, to fuel, to jumpstart. Because America runs on Dunkin' means America runs on you. That's a lot of people you keep running, and it takes a certain kind of person to do that. To take that positivity we brew up every day and give it right back. With every drink we make, every snack we prepare, we're serving up a little energy, a boost to help people have a brighter day. America runs on Dunkin', which means America runs on you.
Back here in South Charleston, getting set for inning number 3. East Hardy coming to bat for the third time in this game, trailing 2-0. Wahama plating 2 runs in the bottom of the second on a base hit. There was an East Hardy error in the inning, and Alexis Baker will start it out here for East Hardy. Baker is the team's third baseman. Banks as they're down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Baker, just a freshman, .346 batting average, has 1 double, and this one lifted skyward, and coming and making the play will be Rayleigh Zirkle for the first out. A nice breeze coming through here to the Rock press box. Another look at it there, and Zirkle. Nice job there, and flips it on to her pitcher, Banks. And Charlie Hahn will step in and hammers the first offering from Banks foul. Hahn on the season. Freshman right fielder hitting .231. A double, a triple, has driven in 12 runs. Swing and a miss for strike 2. On field A, it's Logan 1 and Midland Trail nothing. That is a Class AA game, the first of the tournament. And a swing and a miss. And another strikeout here for Banks. She has 5 in the game. Look at it right there. Just out of the reach of Hahn. Danielle Funkhauser will now step in for East Hardy, the left fielder, a sophomore. 1 hit on the season. One ball and 1 strike. Funkhauser, a speedster, very coachable, according to head coach Noah Orndorff. That one backs her out of there. The pitch from Banks. Two strikes now on Funkhauser, the number 9 hitter for East Hardy, trying to prevent a third straight 1-2-3 inning. And it is now a full count to Funkhauser. And Derek Smith is loving umpire that is continuously doing that. And the pitch, and that is a called strike 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. Wahama comes to bat in the bottom of the third with a 2-0 lead. You're watching live coverage of the West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament Class Single A here on the NFHS Network.
it comes to finding your next vehicle,
It's officially go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
10 trusted brands.
Plus a huge lineup of pre-owned.
Brought to you by the folks who've served this region for years.
We go big for our home team.
And don't forget Thornhill's Value Plus warranty. Real coverage that keeps you going.
So if you're ready to go, it's go time at Thornhill Auto Group.
Wahama with the 2-0 lead. Goes to work here in the bottom of the third and back to the top of the order. Audrey Reynolds struck out her first time up. In fact, Maddie Strohsnyder struck out all three that she faced in that first inning. She struck out 4 in a row, starting with the second inning with Zirkle, but Zirkle reached on a wild pitch on that strike number 3. Here is one right back to Strohsnyder on the hop over to her first baseman, Bosserman, one away. And in steps Fiona Van Meter. Van Meter, also that strikeout victim in that first inning. Van Meter, an all-stater last season. Was sick during last year's state tournament, fought through it, and that illness continued through the fall, and finally back to full strength. And here is one drilled. Nice glove there by shortstop Jalen Combs, and we have 2 away. Nice play by Combs at shortstop. Another look at it. Snagged that nicely on to Bosserman, and that will bring up Eve Smith. Smith also went through the strikeout situation there in that 1-2-3 first. She steps in, and that is ball 1. Great to have all of you with us here on the NFHS Network, wherever you may be, as we bring you coverage of this 2026 state tournament. Again, 8 teams in each classification. So something new. And as we were talking earlier, this is it's historic for softball, and it's historic really for all sports in the history of the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission, in that a state championship event will be played out over 2 weeks. Next week it will be AAA and Quad A. This week, the single A and double A teams taking center stage. Swing and a miss, and we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smith hoping to record another 1-2-3 inning. The pitch, and this one is hammered foul. In the semifinals, there will be review challenges available to the respective teams. That's going to be ball 3, so we are full here as Eve Smith and Maddie Strohsnyder battle. Each coach will have 2. If they win, they will get a 3rd. Payoff pitch from Strohsnyder, and that gets away from the catcher, and that will be a walk, and that is the second walk issued here by Strohsnyder, who came in to the game giving up 26 against 197 strikeouts. Her father, one of the assistant coaches. So now Rayleigh Zirkle will step up here. Wild pitch and over to second base goes Smith. Zirkle struck out but reached on a wild pitch on the third strike and would later score. 2-0 the count here. Stroh trying to get out of this inning without any further damage. Retired the first two, Reynolds and Van Meter. Reynolds grounded to Stroh and Van Meter. Hard hit ball that was gloved nicely by Jalen Combs for the second out. Zirkle has walked. She is at second, and that is going to be ball 4. Back-to-back walks here allowed by Stroh and Gracie Banks. The pitcher for Wahama, opportunity to help her cause right here with 2 on, 2 outs. Logan leading 1-0 on field A. Banks, her first time to the plate, and hit one straight at center fielder Taylor McReynolds. East Hardy has Taylor McReynolds in center, and Wahama has Audrey Reynolds in center field. 1-0 the count to Banks. Here in the bottom of the third inning. Two 2-0 the count. Brian Shepard is our producer-director. Well, the rest of our great crew, I'm Mark Martin. Delighted all of you could be here. Sun has come out here. That is a nice sight. Drove in to some heavy rain early today. 2-1 now, the count to Gracie Banks. Marley Carr is on deck for Wahama. The White Falcons, they played a very tough schedule this season. It's now 3-1, including a team across the river, right across the bridge, Meigs Local High School, the Marauders. And that Meigs Local team is still alive in Ohio high school softball, playing today, in fact, at Ohio University. Couple of wins away from being in the state tournament would be unbelievable for that school. And, of course, those so close together with Wahama and Meigs Local, Southern Local over there in Ohio, of course, down the road, Point Pleasant, and all these young women and young men, they know each other well, probably play some summer ball together. It's great to see all that success. And this one is lifted up and making the grab one-handed is Boserman, and that will do it. Wahama will leave a couple. We have played 3, the White Falcons 2 and the Cougars of East Hardy, still looking for that first run here on the NFHS Network.
I can't do my job without a whole army of people. When we do a surgery on someone and we're done with that part of it, then the physical therapy part is critical. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals is the only freestanding orthopedic hospital in the state of West Virginia.
When you're the epicenter of asking what if, then the future of power, precision, control, and feel is labored over, dreamt about, tested on, crafted. From the lab to an athlete's hand, body, head, and heart. Because the greatest sports innovations may have been born in Chicago, but they're made for the world. And without a doubt, they're made for what's next.
Getting set for the start of inning number 4 here, East Hardy and Wahama. And right now, Gracie Banks for Wahama has allowed no hits and has struck out 6 batters. Wahama out of Mason County. And laying down the bunt that goes foul. Leading things off here is Palin Rexroad, who was caught looking in the first inning to start the game out. An inning that saw Banks record 3 consecutive strikeouts. She had a strikeout in the second, and then she had 2 in inning number 3. Ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes to Rexroad, the second baseman for East Hardy. Rexroad, a junior, and that is a called strike 3. So second time in this game that Rexroad has been caught looking. 3 consecutive strikeouts now here for Banks. Struck out the last 2 in inning number 3. And starts out here with a strikeout. And then we'll ring up Jalen Combs. She went down swinging back in the first, and she looks at a called strike 1. And Banks, a very steady pitcher out there. And, boy, you give someone like her a lead. Swing and a miss, and it's no balls and 2 strikes here. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. 4 in a row now. And 8 for the game. Maddie Stroh-Snyder will now step up here for East Hardy. And she went down swinging to end that first inning. Banks delivers, and this one is lifted up and able to make the grab is Flowers. Nice play by the Wahama catcher. Another 1-2-3 inning it is, and Wahama with that 2-0 lead will come to bat in the bottom of the 4th here on the NFHS Network.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Field turf was built on innovation, dating back to our invention of long-piled infield turf, which revolutionized the industry. Today, we offer a series of game-changing fibers, high-performance infills, sport-specific applications, and smart field technology. Field turf. Let's change the game together.
The Wahama White Falcons with a 2-0 lead going to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Mark Martin with you here on Field B at the Frank A. Mullins Complex inside Little Creek Park, South Charleston, West Virginia. Marley Carr will start it out here for Wes Ripple's team, looking for that 23rd win of the season. Carr drew a walk in the second, 1 of 3, and has been issued here by Madison Stroh-Snyder, and a grounder to the second baseman. Palin Rexroad gloves it. The Bowserman retrieves it and quickly went away. Abby Flowers will now step in. RBI double back in the second.
Number 2, Abby
which
Flowers.
Wahama scored 2 runs. So Wahama lost its first game in the regional to Tug Valley, a good Tug Valley program. 6-5 was the final in that game, and a bouncer here and a beautiful grab by Strohsteiger, just like that, 2 away. 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Mary Brinker, the DP, will step in now. She grounded to the pitcher, but credited with a sacrifice there in that 2-run second. Snyder ready to fire the first pitch. So they lose to Tug Valley 6-5, and then they bounce back. They knock off Work County in decisive fashion, 18-2. Then they got to play Tug Valley again. They squandered a 5-run lead in that first Tug Valley matchup. Second time around, a 7-0 win, and then that set up the third and decisive game, and it was Wahama winning 7-1. Wahama lost to a very good Gilmer team back on April 24th, 15-2. That Gilmer team then knocked off by Man in the regionals. She lost to Gilmer 12-2, so good team in Gilmer, but unable to get here. Played St. Albans this season. And again, we mentioned that matchup with that Meigs local Ohio team that is trying to get to the state tournament in Ohio. And that was a 2-1 win for the Marauders. Count 2-2 here to Mary Brinker. Brinker awaits the pitch, and a nice play at first. What a play by Bosserman. 3 nice plays defensively by East Hardy to make it a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth for Wahama. We have played for White Falcons 2, Cougars nothing here on the NFHS Network.
Wahama 2, East Hardy.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick. Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Hey everybody, Tony Caridi here.
And Brad Howe. Tony, why the platform shoes?
Well, Brad, it's called committing to the groove. We're bringing back the retro vibes with Gomart.
Then hand me those oversized sunglasses because it's time to strut into deals on fuel, snacks, and more at your favorite Gomart.
All year, watch for Vinyl Value Days, Road to Rewards, and some far-out contests.
So go for good times.
Go for good vibes.
And go to Gomart.
Grab the Gomart app to find a location near you. Stay groovy, baby.
Well, just 7 pitches thrown in that bottom of the fourth for East Hardy's Madison Strohsnyder. It was a 1-2-3 inning, and now East Hardy trying to get some offense going. They have been unable to get a hit here against Wahama pitcher Gracie Banks as we enter this 5th inning.
Now batting center fielder, number 30.
Bowserman grounded out to third. Back in the second as she led off the inning. A swing and a miss. And we're at no balls and 2 strikes. Make that 1-2 the count. And the 1-2 delivery. Smacked foul. Bosserman ready as Banks looks at her wristband. Pitch comes. And we are even at 2-2. For 1-2-3 innings, and finally there you go, the base hit that East Hardy has been looking for. Clean base hit into right field for Bella Bosserman, and
now
East Hardy
catcher number 1.
now with an opportunity here in this top of the 5th inning. It was a 2-2 count. She fouled one off, and then she gets the base hit. Gracie Heisman will now step in, lays down the bunt, coming hard from third, and the throw over. Good play there by Eve Smith. And runner advances to second. Well, I mean, that one died, and
now
coming on and
center fielder
making
number 9,
the play.
McReynolds.
Was Smith. So it's a sac bunt, and at second is Bosserman. This one hit hard right at Banks and goes off of Banks. Marley Carr gets it, so score at 1-4-3 on Taylor McReynolds. And Bosserman moves on to third base.
Now batting third baseman number 12.
2 are
Alexis
gone here
Baker.
now. Alexis Baker will now step up. She lifted one up that was snagged by Wahama first baseman Rayleigh Zirkle to lead off the 3rd inning. Banks fires and Baker chases it. This one lifted up and out of play.
I'd like to remind you,
No
return all
balls,
foul
2
balls
strikes.
to the tents down here, please. Return all foul
Banks
balls to
has
the
had a
tents.
strikeout
Thank you.
in every inning, and that will continue. Well, after the leadoff base hit by Bosserman, 3 are retired in a row, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's Wahama leading it 2-0 over East Hardy.
Snooze button? Nope, not today. You've got things to do. You've got people you need to wake up, to fuel, to jumpstart. Because America runs on Dunkin', means America runs on you. That's a lot of people you keep running, and it takes a certain kind of person to do that. To take that positivity we brew up every day and give it right back. With every drink we make, every snack we prepare, we're serving up a little energy, a boost to help people have a brighter day. America runs on Dunkin', which means America runs on you.
Izzy Nance will start it out here for Wahama in the home half of inning number 5.
Now batting right fielder number 27.
White Falcons
Izzy
leading it
Nance.
over East Hardy 2-0, and Nance was thinking bunt, and that one sails well over the right fielder head. So she will step back in. She grounded out to the first baseman, Schneider, in that 2nd inning. Foul ball. So just 7 pitches for Stroh-Schneider in the bottom of the 4th. About, 2.5 minutes the inning took. And Banks, after allowing a base hit in the top of the 5th, her inning consisted of just 11 pitches. Here we are, 2-0, and this one slapped and right into the glove of Stroh-Schneider. Logan is leading Midland Trail 4-0 in the bottom of the 4th in that AA game on field A.
Number 8, Audrey Riddles.
So Nance trying to slap bunt, but It's got too much of it, and right into the glove of Snyder, and now stepping up to the plate, and right off the center fielder is Audrey Reynolds. Second put out of the game for Taylor McReynolds. So Audrey Reynolds to Taylor McReynolds. And a nice catch by McReynolds for out number 2. I mentioned that earlier. We had McReynolds and Reynolds in center, and it's an out there for Wahama, and now Fiona Van Meter steps in. So Reynolds struck out in the first, grounded out to the pitcher in the third, now flies out to center. Now Van Meter struck out in the first, swinging, and then grounded out to the shortstop in the third. It was a nice play by Combs at short. 1-0 pitch. A beauty. Things are even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. And so 2-1 is the count. Again, it's been a good outing for Snyder as well. She's allowed just 1 hit. She has struck out 4 in the contest. However, one of those, the 4th strikeout of the game, which was 4 in a row, the pitch got away from the catcher on the wild pitch, and that allowed Rayleigh Zirkle to make it to first base. And then later driven home by Abby Flowers.
For the Patriots will be catcher number 6, Lexi Stanley.
And she is at first. Check that. Zirkle came home on a bad pitch, and she is now at first. It was Flowers driving home Marley Carr. So
now batting third baseman number 20, Ava
walk
Smith.
By Stroh-Snyder to Van Meter. So Van Meter is at first. That's the 4th walk of the game allowed by the East Hardy pitcher. The senior hoping to continue her career as long as she possibly can. Eve Smith at the plate, runner goes, and standing up will be Van Meter. On to second with the pass ball. Eve Smith struck out and then walked in the third. Moved to second on a wild pitch. Fouled off here. Well, thought there was a piece of it there, but apparently not, and that will allow Van Meter to make her way to third base. 1-2 pitch, and right back at Stroh-Snyder. Eve Smith hits it right to the Cougar pitcher, and that will do it. Wahama will strand a runner, and we have played 5. White Falcons 2, and the East Hardy Cougars nothing here at the state tournament in South Charleston.
No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 run left on base. Score.
I can't do my job without a whole army of people. When we do a surgery on someone and we're done with that part of it, then the physical therapy part is critical. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals is the only freestanding orthopedic hospital in the state of West Virginia.
When you're the epicenter of asking what if, then the future of power, precision, control, and feel is labored over, dreamt about, tested on, crafted. From the lab to an athlete's hand, body, head, and heart. Because the greatest sports innovations may have been born in Chicago, but they're made for the world. And without a doubt, they're made for what's next.
Charlie Hahn, Danielle Funkhauser, and Halen Rexroad will start it out here for East Hardy in the top of inning number 6. East Hardy finally getting a base hit there in the 5th, leadoff base hit by Bella Boserman, but she was stranded. Wahama has stranded 4 in the game. Hahn struck out her first time up. One of 8 strikeouts in the game for Wahama pitcher Gracie Banks, who has 9 strikeouts.
Number 11, Charlie Hahn.
Had that strikeout to end the 5th inning. I forgot to color it yellow as I do on my color coding here on the scorecard. Charlie Hahn stepping in, and the 0-1 pitch, and this one is lifted into center, coming on, and the lefty, Audrey Reynolds with the catch for out number 1. Danielle Funkhauser was caught looking in the 3rd. That would end the 3rd.
Left fielder number 7.
One of those
Danielle
9 strikeouts
Funkhauser
in the game. There's another look at Hahn, and the good play by Reynolds in center. To the Wahama fans.
Now batting number 6, Aubrey Roof.
So we have a new batter here for East Hardy, and that will be Aubrey Roof. Will step in for East Hardy. And a swing and a miss by Roof for strike 1. To the count to Roof, and again she comes into bat here for Funkhauser and hits this one to Banks. Banks easily on to Zirkle. 2 are gone.
Leading off
that will bring out the dugout for East Hardy. Palin Rexroad will bat for a 3rd time in the game. She was caught looking in the 1st and also in the 4th.
Number 2, Dylan.
She is ready to go, and here's one hit to the short and bobbled there by Van Meter, and that's going to allow Rexroad to be safe at first. Just kind of unable to handle it, and the sure-handed Van Meter allows East Hardy to have its 2nd base runner of the game. Jalen Combs has struck out twice today, both times swinging, and drills that one foul.
And we have a emergency runner for her.
Van Meter.
Number 27, Abby Ellis.
10 out of 10 times she's going to make that play, but unfortunately that time she just could not gather it in.
Number 16, Lena Setzer.
The runner thought about going, and Flowers is ever dangerous behind home plate. And those try to steal against her. She awaits the Banks offering, a swing and a miss. One-two pitch.
Please remember to bring all
Lifted
foul.
foul.
In between the field. Thank you.
And the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Banks. But the first 2 retired, then might have typically been a routine play. Ends up with the error, and that has Rexroad at first. Here comes the pitch. Runner goes. Firing down, tag made, and that will do it. Well, we talked about Flowers, how strong she is behind home plate. No chance there for Rex Road, and that will end the inning. We head to the bottom of the sixth. It's Wahama 2, East Hardy nothing. We're watching single A action of the 2026 West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament here on the NFHS Network. Wahama goes to work here in the bottom of the sixth inning, leading it 2-0. And Rayleigh Zirkle, the first baseman, will start it out here. Zirkle struck out, but reached first on a wild pitch, would later score, and then she walked in the third. Wahama with 2 runs in the second, and that is where we are at the moment in the scoring department. Great to have all of you with us here on the NFHS Network, along with our great crew, producer, director, Brian Shepard. I'm Mark Martin. Bring you single A action, and Zirkle lifts this one to center. Coming on and making the play will be Taylor McReynolds for out number 1.
Pitcher number 15, Gracie.
Third putout of the game for Taylor McReynolds there in center field for East Hardy. Gracie Banks will now step in, the outstanding Wahama pitcher. She flew out to McReynolds and then grounded out, and this one off of the pitcher and not in time. Banks is going to be safe at first, so they're going to rule that an error, and that has Banks at first with Marley Carr up, who walked in the second. She scored
now batting
on
second
Abby
base,
Flowers'
number 31,
double
Marley
for that
Carr.
second Wahama run, and then she ground out to the pitcher, Stroh-Snyder. So we're going to have a pinch runner for the White Falcons of Wahama.
Now running for Gracie Banks, number 13, Haylin Jones.
Haylin Jones will step in as the courtesy runner for Banks, the pitcher. And Jones going on to second. Still on base for Haylin Jones. Marley Carr walked in the second and grounded out to second in the fourth. Carr is in now with a base runner at second base. Wahama, head coach Wes Ripple, love to have some insurance runs here in the bottom of the sixth. Our action is being produced by Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission. Rich Mounts is our executive producer, and the pitch and a swing and a miss. Firing down to first will be Heisman to Bosserman. So that hurt them in the second inning. Does not here.
Right fielder number 7, Madison Rader.
So that is out number 2. And
now batting
Abby
number
Flowers.
2, the catcher, Abby Flowers.
A nice defensive play, throwing out the base runner at the end of the top of the 6th. So 5 strikeouts now for Stroh-Snyder. However, she has not had one since the 2nd. Struck out her first 4 she faced, but again, Zirkle managed to get on with that wild pitch and then later scored that first run of the game. Wahama would add another in the bottom of the 2nd, and that's where we stand right now. A base runner is at 3rd for the White Falcons here with 2 outs. Flowers the double, drove home a run, and the pitch gets away.
I'd like to remind everyone,
staying put there.
Chick-fil-A trailer out in right field.
Halen Jones.
One of the sponsors.
My main man, Butch Mounts, has brought me the popcorn, and I'm set. Flowers with ground out to the pitcher, Stroh-Snyder, in the 4th inning. And she hits this one hard, boy. Nice glove there by Stroh-Snyder on to Bosserman, and that will do it. Wahama leaves a runner on board. We have played 6 here in this opening game of Class Single A at the 2026 West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament. Wahama has a 2-0 edge on East Hardy as we head to the 7th on the NFHS Network.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
More at Wilson.
We welcome you back inside Little Creek Park here, the Frank A. Mullins Jr. Athletic Complex. We are on Field B here of the West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament, bringing you Class Single A action, the opener between Wahama and East Hardy, and it is Wahama on top 2-0. East Hardy needs a couple of runs here to keep this one going at least. Each team with just 1 hit. Outstanding pitching, outstanding defensive plays, a couple of errors for East Hardy. One of those allowed the first run of the game for Wahama ultimately. And now stepping in to face Jalen Combs will be Gracie Banks. It was Combs at the plate when Raylan Rexroad was gunned down there at second trying to steal. Combs has struck out twice on the day, so she is due. Came in a .423 batting average, second on the team. Nice shortstop for East Hardy. Banks delivers the 2-0. And Bandmeter gloves it, fires on to Zirkle, 1 away. Stroh-Snyder will now step in.
Now batting pitcher number 23,
struck out in the first and then lifted one up, and it was caught by Abby Flowers, the Wahama catcher. And now she is due. 1 out, and Banks fires it in. Gracie Banks 9 strikeouts in the game. No walks. And the 1 base hit that was delivered by Bosserman in the top of the 5th to lead things up, but she was stranded there. And here's one fouled off. Get a good look at the crowd here, and Mason County not too far from Charleston. I don't think it would matter where Wahama would be playing.
Thank you.
They turn out in full force. East Hardy making the long trip here to South Charleston. Glad to have Coach Orndorff's team in the house. Right now, his Cougars trailing #1 seed Wahama 2-0. A 3-1 count here to Stroh-Snyder as these 2 outstanding pitchers face off here. And this one is going to be in for a base hit. Second base hit of the game for East Hardy. A great diving effort there by Carr for Wahama, but just could not track it down.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Bella Bosserman.
And that will bring up Bosserman, who has the other hit for East Hardy. Bosserman grounded out to third her first time up, and that is a call, strike 1. Bosserman on the season. And she was doubling up, and that will do it. Line drive to Banks. Banks gloved it, tosses it on. Too far off the bag was Stroh-Snyder, and that will do it. Wahama wins it by a count of 2-0, and they advance here. Again, double elimination. East Hardy still very much alive in this state tournament. We'll come back and recap it for you in a moment. Wahama has captured the first game of the Class Single A portion of the state tournament. You're watching live coverage here on the NFHS Network.
My favorite thing about playing high school sports is definitely the community it builds.
It's taught me leadership, it's taught me resilience. Many people might go on to not play collegiately, but they can take a lot of skills that they learn and use it in their professional life, in their future careers.
High school sports are worth protecting because it gives students an outlet to grow, to become a leader, to become what they want to be.
Introducing the Jalapeno Ranch Club.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch.
Spicy, grilled, original, all ranched up. Candied bacon, a buttermilk ranch bun, pickled jalapenos, and pepper jack cheese with a kick. Available for a limited time. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Field turf was built on innovation, dating back to our invention of long-piled infield turf, which revolutionized the industry. Today, we offer a series of game-changing fibers, high-performance infills, sport-specific applications, and smart field technology. Field turf. Let's change the game together.
Good softball game here to open up the Class Single A portion of the state tournament, and it's Wahama winning by a final count of 2-0. Both of those runs for the White Falcons coming in inning number 2. Outstanding pitching, both from Gracie Banks for Wahama, Madison Stroh-Snyder for East Hardy. Stroh-Snyder has committed to Richard Bland College in Harrisburg, Virginia. And again, he's starting now 10-12, but they are still alive in this double elimination affair. They out-hit Wahama in this game. A couple of errors certainly help things for the Cougars. And so it is a win for Wahama of 2-0, and Wahama improves to 23-11 on the season. So they will get the winner of our next game coming up in Class Single A. It's going to be Pendleton County facing off with Wheeling Central, and we will have that one for you right here on the NFHS Network. Great job by our crew, our producer-director, Brian Shepard. I'm Mark Martin. We thank you for joining us, and we have more action coming up here from Field B inside the Frank A. Mullins Jr. Athletic Complex at Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. Been watching live coverage of the 2026 West Virginia High School Girls Softball State Tournament on the NFHS Network.
1 second from half court. Jumping for joy with
First ever.
A 2-on-1.
Did he bring it in? He did.